there. Thank you so much for tuning into the very first episode of Haddle's House, and I am just so happy that we're doing this. You'll hear in the episode the audio is kind of all over the place. I'm still learning how to edit and everything, but it's a work in progress, and it's going to get better every week, I promise. Thank you so much for being patient with me. This week, I'm interviewing my very good friend, Joey Severns, who is a comedian, actor, fantastic chef, and just overall hilarious person. And it was a really fun conversation. We actually ended up talking for over 3 hours, and I cut it down to like 45 minutes for you. I had to cut out a lot of good stuff, but I was trying to just make it tight. And I am just so excited to share this episode with you. Please leave a comment if you know how to do that. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any tips for me, send me a message on Instagram at Haddles House. You can also send me an email, haddleshousepod@gmail.com. And yeah, I'm just so excited to be here and to be doing this. And I really appreciate you listening. Please enjoy my interview with Joey Severns. Joey, welcome to Haddle's House.
It's good to be here.
It's been a little bit of a rough start. We've had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, but we got it figured out. Just
you got it figured out.
Yeah,
literally, if it wasn't for you, we would just be sitting here like with me screaming at the computer.
I live for this stuff, though. I have to fix this stuff.
Yeah,
I can't see people struggle with tech and then at least try. It bothers me.
Okay, so I guess for first question, you were an Apple genius. Did you become a genius because you hate watching people struggle with technology, or do you hate watching people struggle with technology because you were a genius?
I got to the genius bar because I was buying a thermostat in the store, and some old guy had a question about it. I didn't work there, and I was just talking him through it, like how to program it, and I wanted it for my apartment. And then I guess one of the managers heard me and was like, "Are you looking for a job?" And the rest is history.
Was it fun?
Yeah. You learn something new every day, for better or for worse. It was awesome. It was crazy. People are so gross. You are not allowed to talk about that stuff while you work there, but I don't know about now. Okay, speaking of learning something new every day, this is obviously super new to me. This is my first episode of Haddle's House. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is great.
Congratulations on being my first guest.
Wow. Zero pressure.
Yeah, zero pressure. Well, there is really no pressure because there's no bar. The bar hasn't been set.
So we're setting the bar right now.
Exactly. We're setting the bar. I knew we would set the bar high, but like in an easy, fun way where like we're just going to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, something I've noticed about you, you'll call me and you will be talking already before I can say hi. It's so funny. And so I knew we would have enough to talk about. Like there's no like, how was your day? Well,
I skip hello.
You do. You dive right in.
If I'm calling you, it's to tell you something or to ask you something. I'm like, I'm going to get right to it. I'm just going to call you. I'm going to go down the short list and tell everybody. But I'm also going to tailor the story to how like I think they would hear it best. So it's kind of like running bits.
Wow.
I do it on my parents.
So I'm just a bit.
I started swearing in front of my parents more doing it. Because then I'm like, oh, they'll like this story. They don't care.
So you swear more?
Oh yeah.
To just hype it up?
Yeah, I think being in comedy now, I can just get away with like saying fuck in front of my mom.
Oh, I've been saying fuck in front of my parents since I was like 10, but
wow.
But you do that deliberately?
I was not allowed to say the word. For my 13th birthday, my mom said, "You can say the word shit." I think because
Happy
I said it
birthday,
during
Joey.
like golf practice, and I said it once, and she was like, "You can only say it in the house and when you're golfing."
Wait, did you ask for your 13th birthday if you could say a word, or was your mom like, "Happy birthday, Joey"? And did she say you can say shit, or did she say you can curse?
I think it was like you can say the word shit.
So Joey, how do we know each other?
Ooh, we met on the set of a cash counting commercial.
And for people who don't know, which is everyone, us included, before we got to set, what is a cash counter?
It was a cash counting machine.
Yeah, like
on Amazon.
What is that? Who uses it? Why does it exist?
I still have never even seen the spot. I know it's in your reel.
I have it. Yeah,
I've never even seen it.
My friend's ex-boyfriend hunted it down.
That's great. Also, that's a lot of search history because there's not just one cash counter. It's like,
Yeah. No,
that's a big market.
yeah, he was making fun of me.
Yeah, no, we met on, and we shot up in like the middle of nowhere. And they just signed us a check and said, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it was easy money. It was fun. Okay, where did you grow up?
I was born in Michigan.
Me too.
Southeast side, right? Yeah, so like between Flint and Detroit. I love both cities. Like every time I go home, I go out in Flint and Detroit.
Can you drink the water in Flint?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's getting there.
That was a pretty quick pivot.
There is a brewery on the river with bistro lights, which tells me gentrification has gotten there. So like we have gone there. There's a lot of good food there too.
Okay, but like wasn't the water like lighting on fire and
I
giving
don't
people
drink
chemical
tap
burns
water
and stuff?
anyway.
If I'm going to a restaurant in Mexico,
right,
where I know I can't drink the tap water,
right.
I'm also not going to drink ice. I'm also not going to get a salad because like things that are washed.
Right.
So like if you're going to this bistro in Flint, like can you?
Yes,
would you?
You can drink the water there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Right.
Because I don't really know what I expected, but I do have this like liberal news media like vision of what Flint is like in my mind.
It's definitely Greater Flint is like run down. Anyway, I was there till I was 9, and so then I was in Florida till from 10 to 18, and then Charleston. Do you see A24's books? Have you seen these? Mm-mm. They have a Florida book. It's like a cool history book of Florida.
Oh, cool.
I just got it in the mail yesterday, and it's huge. It's like a coffee table book. One of the pages is all about my area code.
Whoa.
Yeah, because some guy lived in Cape Canaveral, and it's not a real area code anymore because it was like a niche thing. He was like obsessed with space, and he pitched to NASA and like town hall meetings that he wanted the town or the city to have a 321 area code because it's the Space Coast. And
wait, sorry. What do you mean Space Coast? Is
Cape
Canaveral where the rockets come from?
Yeah. So like
cool.
Cape Canaveral is where like they shoot a bunch of rockets. They have NASA, SpaceX, all of them.
Cool.
So they've been doing that forever there, and this guy just wanted a 321 area code for the city. And they would have to change everybody's home phone numbers. And anyway, they just had to approve it, but I guess no one said no. They were like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
awesome.
Cool.
So they did it, and then they stuck.
Is your phone number 321?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've had the same number. I guess when I got a phone in like 7th grade.
Same.
I haven't changed it. I don't want to change it.
I haven't changed my phone number since I was 10.
We were 10 in New York and got a cell phone.
I had to because I started walking to school by myself.
Earned it. You've earned the New York area code. I had gotten an iPhone pretty early when it came out, and I got caught texting in my math class and in high school. And the teacher was like, all right, give me the phone. I was like, it's not a phone. It's a digital photo album. And it rotates to like different pictures. I was just looking at it. She was like, that is so adorable.
You're like, it's pictures
what
of
is
my
that
grandma.
called? And everybody in class was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, wow. Okay, also, you had an iPhone in high school.
I did.
You were an early adopter.
I ordered it the night it came out. My parents have Siri now. Like, they talk to the house.
I feel like you're pretty integrated with, like, smart home
Oh,
devices. Yeah. I have a question about that.
Sure, ask away.
So, as you probably know from being my friend for the last couple of years, like, I'm incredibly paranoid. I always think, like, somebody's listening, my phone's listening, like, because it is 100% listening to me.
Right.
Like, when people tell me my phone isn't listening, I'm like, you're actually delusional.
There's a lot of, like, small cameras in here, though. Like, are those yours?
Yeah, I put those here to intimidate you. No, but, like, okay, my phone is listening to me. The things that it serves me targeted ads for, like, it's very clear to me. That's fine.
Right.
I don't care. Like, whatever.
A lot of them work. Makes sense.
Yeah, but I can put my phone in my room and, like, be out here. I just don't like the idea that, like, I'm having every single conversation of my life in front of Jeff Bezos. How do you deal with that?
I don't really think about it. Here's my thing. Siri is, so from, like, the Apple background, HomeKit is the safest because it doesn't, if you're going to have anyone listening to you, whether it be Google, Amazon, or Apple, I choose Apple because I know the HomeKit. Your iPhone first. As they're literally listening right now. What did you just say to me? Maybe nobody. Maybe just scratch that.
So fucked up.
That is a closed ecosystem.
No, wait, hold on. Just to explain to the audience, Joey's phone just started talking to him. Siri just started piping up.
That was not a prompt to start talking to me.
One time, my friends and I asked Siri if she was listening to us. We said, "Hey Siri, do you listen to all of our conversations?" And she literally started playing "Yeah" by Usher. And that was when I turned off Siri on my phone.
Well, that goes back to my thing. I don't think Siri is wise enough to interpret whatever I'm talking about to actually digest what I'm saying and understand what it is.
No, totally. But like, here's like they're
Trust.
yeah. It's Joey's Siri's talking again. Can we like put our phones in the other room now? I'm scared.
You know what's wild? Because it just tried to contact emergency services.
Okay, it's acting up.
Yeah. Anyway, we won't say the S word.
That's so great.
It does listen, but I think I enjoy the benefit of one of my favorite Disney movies, Smart House. And I told myself,
love
I'm like,
Smart House.
I want to get as close as possible to being able to push garbage onto the floor and it goes into the floorboards.
Isn't that like a horror movie?
Kind of, yeah, because the house does fight
You
back.
want it.
Right. I forgot about that part though.
That was like a scary movie.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm afraid of it, because to me, like having it be able to like, hey, what's the weather? Like that's not worth it to me that like a corporation is listening to every single thought I have.
Sure. Well, it just works. I can ask where my phone is or like call this person. And unfortunately, we're in a world now where you just have to pick which device is listening to you. They're going to be listening. You
Right.
can turn off X, Y, and Z settings as much as possible. Speaking of targeted ads, I bought a mattress that like fits in the back of my car
Wow.
to camp in.
Wow.
Ask me how many times I've gone camping.
How many times have you gone camping?
Never. A day in my life. Ask me if I've ever opened the mattress.
You've never been camping?
Never opened the mattress.
You've never been camping?
Never been camping. Never
I'm
opened
not
the
worried
mattress.
about the mattress as much. You've never camped?
Never camped.
You've never camped?
No, I
It's
come
not a
from
camp.
a place
Wait,
where
sorry,
like,
why did I just become Seinfeld?
yeah, I don't know.
You've never been
I've done
camping. Well,
that.
you gotta go
I'll
camping.
get there if I sat up straight right now.
What's the deal with you not camping?
I don't camp. I've never done it.
Wow, you gotta go camping, dude.
I know. I've thought about going like in the middle of the week, just like Blue
Wait,
and
we
I.
should go camping.
Just
Camping's
like
so
go to
fun.
the beach for a night and car camp.
Yeah, it's like a good party.
Yeah, but I can't get sucked into that because
You don't need to get sucked into
No,
it. You
but I
can just
will.
go camping once and then not camp again for a
See,
while.
I'm gonna be stubborn here. I
You're
will
not
get
gonna
all the
become-
gear. I'm gonna get the stove. I'm gonna get those fold out fucking tables that are tiered.
That sounds great.
I'm gonna get a bunch of Yeti cups.
That sounds great.
Yeah, but
What's wrong with that?
nothing.
Exactly.
It's expensive.
Okay, then don't buy all the shit
Then why would you go camping if you don't buy all the shit? That's the point.
because you're in nature and it's fun and beautiful and you make it happen, Cap'n.
Do you think like you're pitching someone the idea of camping for real?
Yeah.
Why do you do it?
Because it's fun. You wake up somewhere beautiful and different and you're like out in nature and it's like such like a fun experience, like making your food out in the forest and then like sitting around the fire, going down with the sun, sleeping outside. You're usually going hiking or swimming or something. You're just like spending a ton of time in nature. It's great.
Yeah, it sounds pretty blissful actually.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking love. I can't believe you've never been camping.
Ever. I don't know if I could do the woods. It creeps the shit out of me.
That's fair.
Like I wouldn't be. But then again, I guess we got to think like if you're driving all the way out there, whoever's coming to get you, how are they getting out there? Like they're not just walking around, but are
Oh, you're
they?
worried about somebody coming to get you.
Hell yes.
See, yeah.
I would have a constant fear.
Do you watch horror movies?
No, I hate them.
Me too.
See, yeah, it's like the concept of being just like a wounded bird out there.
It is scary to think like, you know how when you're walking by a house at night and the lights are on and it's dark on the street, they can't see you, but you can see them.
Yeah.
So
It's terrifying.
it's terrifying. And a tent is like that too. Because if you're like in your tent reading,
Yeah, you see it.
it's illuminated.
Right.
Scary.
You just now retracted all possible sales for
Well,
camping.
see, I don't know. I'm, as I said, a very paranoid person, but when I'm camping, I'm not like, oh, somebody's going to get me.
Okay, I hate this question, but what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Oh man. As an actor, you pay to train and then you work for free, essentially.
So, but like just to zoom out a level,
Yeah.
would you say I'm an actor?
Yeah.
You wouldn't say I'm an actor and comedian?
I think
It's all about what it means to you.
yeah, I guess I think more like a comedian for sure. Yeah. But I've been doing so much of a different kind of training the last year that I've kind of shifted into how I see things and read things and look at things.
Totally. Like if you had business cards, what would it say?
I guess a business card would say comedian too, because
You wouldn't say comedian and actor? Actor
yeah,
and
or like a
comedian?
comedic actor, yeah, actor comedian,
Yeah, actor,
yeah,
comedian.
because I mean I've been
I think it's good we're talking about this. Have you always known that you like wanted to act
Yeah.
and do comedy?
yeah. Mhm.
What was like the first inkling you had? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was the first fucking room full of laughs I got.
Yeah.
I got when we moved to Florida. I was in 5th grade. We did a play. I broke my leg skateboarding, and I was in a cast. And my teacher at the time was like, "Oh, put this line in here at the end of this. It'll be really funny." So yeah, we did it, and I said break a leg, and everyone lost it because they're like, because he's injured, and I was like, "Damn, this is kind of fun." I was good at it. I could memorize lines very easily, and I saw everyone having trouble with that.
Yeah, I struggle with that.
And I just remember like being able to do that and not anyone else being able to, all through middle school. I was like, oh, there's a lot of things here that it comes naturally to me. I just think I wasn't a great student. School was tough, and I couldn't pay attention. But drama was always super fun. I was always looking forward to drama class. And then I went to a bigger high school. It was not cool to be in drama, but it was a very good drama school. And I didn't do it. I did tennis instead. I buried it. But I don't regret playing tennis because
No.
you know,
You turned out where you are, and it's fine.
I had a ton of fun with that. And then I took acting in college, like my junior, senior year electives. And again, it just like felt natural. And I was like, shit, like this is what I love learning about. And it's like, I remember it, and like I retain it. I apply it. It's all the things. And I was like, oh shit, like I'm responding to this really well. I should just keep at it. And then Chicago happened. And then I was like, all right, I think I could do comedy for a while. Just do improv.
Yeah.
Start there. That was hard at first. Second City's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it was long. But I got better, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I mean, it's fucking cool to see yourself get better in a class where like some other people in that same class with you not getting better. It's like
it's really satisfying. It's like when you go to the gym and you start getting in shape and you're like, damn, like putting in the time actually makes a difference. Like I felt that way about improv too. It was like I know how much I sucked at the beginning, and I know some people who I took improv with like 8 or 9 years ago,
right,
who like see me now and they're like, oh, I bet she sucks. And it's like, no, actually I got a lot better, bitch, because time has passed.
Yeah.
And it's fun to kind of remember that, and like
I love being surrounded around people that are way better than me.
Oh yeah, that's
like
so...
same in anything, like cooking, tennis, golf.
You need to have those
I have
people.
to be around that because like I'll do better.
As long as the other people in the room are better than you, like you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're the best, you're just chasing your own tail.
Off the top of I think my favorite teacher was probably my 7th and 8th grade drama teacher for sure. She'll be in one of the speeches at some point, but she like sat me down once. It's a really big play. We were doing Rent, and she like sat me down and was like, you can do this if you actually if you push yourself. I think you have a future in this, so like just do it and don't hear from people telling you that you can't, because I think you have a shot.
That's awesome.
And I was never told that by like anybody else about anything. I never forgot that. Yeah,
that's awesome.
She was like, fucking stay at it.
What's the hardest thing about like getting to where you are today in terms of like your career? Like what's been the hardest part of this journey?
It's not the for me, it's not the rejection. Mm-hmm. Been rejected a million times. Self-doubt when it comes to acting and comedy, again, not an issue for me. Most days. There's going to be days that you're not going to want to do it. And those are the days you got to do it like twice as hard. Because it's always the answer. Yeah, rejection hurts for a lot of people. It's a part of the gig. It's like the number one. It's like, you're going to be a realtor? Yeah, you're going to be working weekends.
Right.
Like, you want to be a chef? You're going to be working holidays. Like, that's part of it. I think just know that those days, you're going to have off days. The off days are not a sign of how you're doing overall. Because there are more off days. Mm-hmm. In this line of work, there's there's plenty of off days.
It's not easy to just keep at it and like keep a structure. Like that's something you're very good at doing, like the business side of acting, and like you do all the practical things that you should be doing. You're like doing the training. It's like the kind of thing that I think a lot of actors who don't make it, that's what they're lacking. I think that's why I had to stop acting, because I wasn't at all like
Sure.
granular about it.
Sure. Yeah, no, thank you. That's I've been told that gets in my way because I'm
you're
too
too
pragmatic
granular?
about it sometimes, and I'm too dialed in. Like, yeah, the creative side goes away sometimes. You've control over next to nothing in this world. So like in this business, so you know, none of this. It will change tomorrow. It can change tomorrow. It might not.
Roll with the punches.
You're allowed to have like you're allowed to have time.
I was gonna ask what advice you would give to someone who wants to start in your industry, but I feel like you just gave a lot of really good advice.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the not all that.
You kind of answered that.
Yeah.
I
would say do it.
You kind of
It's hard, but it's fun.
yeah.
You gotta make it fun.
Yeah.
I think that goes back to like people saying you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
You know?
Yeah.
Because there's parts of every job you're gonna hate. What were you gonna say?
That kind of leads me to my next question, which is if you could wave a wand
Sure.
and do something just totally different, like completely different. And we're not worrying about like if you need school or training or like if it's not, if you want to be an astronaut, like that doesn't need to be practical. Like if you could just do something totally different, what would you do?
Oh, like a professional race car driver?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would love to, like, it could be NASCAR.
Yeah. It'd be sweet.
I was going to say own a restaurant, but I think that's still a viable possibility. I think in a perfect world, that's in my future somewhere or another for sure. Like Frankie Muniz, picture perfect career. Picture fucking perfect.
You know, he doesn't remember the first like 13 years of his life.
Yes.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. And then he became a very successful actor. And then he made his way through NASCAR from the ground up.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's a fucking NASCAR driver now.
What?
Yes.
I love Frankie
He has
Muniz.
one of the most insane Porsche collections on the planet.
Is Frankie Muniz kind of hot?
Dude, yes.
Wait.
He is awesome.
I need to look him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. When you Google him, like acting stuff doesn't come up.
Right.
NASCAR stuff.
NASCAR does.
up. Okay, no, he's not hot. I mean, he's not bad. He's kind of attractive. He's just not my type.
What a roller coaster.
His wife is safe. Joey, what advice would you give yourself 5 years ago?
Like a COVID 5 years ago? Like a genuine 5 years ago? Like 2019?
No, we don't have to count COVID.
We can count COVID. I don't have that like long, like, oh my God, those years didn't count.
But like even still, the world has changed a lot in the last 5 years because of COVID. So like it doesn't have, I don't know what it is to you. For me, 5 years ago is 2018.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess, does that mean I only lost 1 year?
Yeah.
Wow, good for me. I only lost 1 year.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's great. I'm really proud of that, actually.
I mean, that's a big time frame for me because that's when I was moving out here.
Same here.
Being a new person out here, and I mean, it's so corny, but like it is what you make of it. Because I also think like don't be hard on myself, you know? Because I like when I got here, I was like, oh shit, I have to do this before I'm 30. Like I have to make it whatever that means before I'm 30. Because like 30, it stops.
Yeah.
You know. And it does take time. It's all going to work out. You just got to grind away and don't beat yourself up on the way. So I think because it's a lot more work than I thought.
Same.
And I had so much trouble allowing myself to do that work just because I'm like, I didn't think of it as work. Yeah. I was told that it's not work. Like watching movies or like studying all this stuff is not work to all of my other friends or like people around me. Now we are around people that do it all the time. So it is work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to do it. So just to kind of, you know, there's so many different little idiosyncrasies you could say. Like, don't listen to anybody else. Like, be a little delusional.
I think that's great advice.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. And I think like if I were to like boil that down to like a sentence, it's like, it's going to be harder than you think it is.
Yeah.
That's valid.
It'd take a lot longer.
It is hard. And like, be nice to yourself.
Yeah. Which the third one's arguably the hardest. At least for me.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think that can make it so much more difficult.
I mean, and so many people deal with that because we are all so fucking mean to ourselves, and it's just like it's like it doesn't help. It doesn't make. I used to be really hard on myself because I thought it made other people more comfortable.
Right.
And then I realized it actually makes other people really uncomfortable.
Yeah, like you can overdo it.
Yeah, like,
not you personally, but like
no, everyone,
it can be overdone.
Totally. Do you collect anything?
Things I actively collect. I used to collect Pokémon cards.
Hell yeah.
I dumped all those during COVID.
You had them until COVID?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I have
Did you sell them?
Yeah.
Thank God. I thought
Made
when you
all
said
the
you
money
dumped them
back
that
and
you
then
threw
some.
up.
I caught it at a good wave.
Yeah.
I got them like professionally graded. Did
Wow.
all, yeah. And
Can I ask what your Pokemon collection totaled?
like amount of cards.
I don't know. Yeah, like amount of cards. Did you have any cards that sold for like a crazy amount of money? Like
I think the most I got for like one card was like 900.
that's a lot
800
of
or
money.
900, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What card was it?
It was a like a first edition Blastoise, like non-holographic, shadowless kind of. Yeah. It's a, I'm not going to go any further because
No. You can because this is bringing back. I collected Pokemon cards from like kindergarten.
Yeah.
Till probably like 4th grade, and then I started collecting stickers, and I gave up the Pokemon cards. But I remember that, like, you just triggered a memory in me. When you said holographic, I was like
Yeah, it was
seeing
a
my
first
binder.
edition. Let's see, cookbooks. I like collecting cookbooks. That's another one. I love reading those. Cover to cover.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
So something that like shocked me about you is that you read cookbook cover to cover, which I guess
all
like
the
is
time.
how they're intended to be read. I'm just
Yeah.
always like, oh, look at all the shit at the beginning. They're like trying to tell me something.
love
Fuck
that
you.
stuff.
Here's a recipe I want.
Yeah, I love it. I honestly thought like there's going to be a point where I don't look at the internet for recipes anymore, but I also think like I don't look at the internet for like kitchen inspiration, like tools
See,
or
that's so-
ingredients.
That's so interesting to me because that feels very analog. Like,
Yeah.
like looking something up in a cookbook, I'm like, do I have to go to the fucking glossary where I can just Google something in 3 seconds?
it.
But you love like smart devices and all that shit, but you don't like that for cooking, which is so interesting.
I toe the line pretty well. Cooking it really calms me down.
Yeah.
So I almost went to culinary school.
Yeah.
And I talked myself out of it, but because it's kind of like a creative release and just a hobby. I enjoy cooking the food more than eating it.
Interesting.
At the end of it, I'm like, I could give a shit.
Really?
Yeah, like there's been times where I've made things for the sake of making it, whatever, and then I'll just have a bowl of cereal.
You eat it later?
Sometimes, depends on what it is. Oh,
I need to like understand the psychology behind that because I don't know. I know what you mean. Like sometimes I cook something and it takes a long time and
Sure.
it's like very like labor intensive and then I have it and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I don't really care anymore and I don't really want to eat it. But I'll eat it later.
yeah. Most times I'll eat it. It's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay.
Which foods? There's a lot of food now.
Mm-hmm.
If you go get the groceries for it, it's cheaper to actually get it from the restaurant.
Oh, 100%.
And that obviously wasn't always the case.
Yeah.
But is there a cuisine of food that you will strictly not cook because it will? It's like one of those things. Like
Thai food.
what's that?
Thai food.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's Thai food.
It's
I
Thai
don't know
food.
what it is.
Well, it's like even if you go to like H Mart or something,
Yeah,
it's still so goddamn expensive to make Thai food because you need lemongrass, galangal, like fresh ginger, like a lot of it, a lot of fresh vegetables. It's delicious, but it's like always going to take a lot longer. They're going to do it better anyway. And it's like a ton of ingredients. Oh, okay. I have 2 questions.
yeah.
One, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it
Food,
be? Not food group, like food
like item.
item. If it's too hard, you can do category, fine.
This is gonna sound so only child. I'm gonna say fajitas.
Fajitas are great. Why is
and
that an
they're
only child response?
healthy-ish. What's that?
Why is that an only child response?
Because it's like, oh, the one most flashy item you can get at a restaurant where like the whole restaurant stops
yeah.
and watches you eat.
I didn't really think about that, but
Like
yeah.
it's like that's the only item with a grand entree that isn't
That's
booze
true.
at a club.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally bottle service. for
Yeah,
your
it's
fajita.
bottle service for a meal for one
That's a great answer.
quesadilla.
Yeah, what kind of
Tacos.
meat would you choose?
Chicken or veggies.
Yeah, versatile. So, Joey, have you ever seen a ghost?
Have I seen a ghost?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, hell yeah. Here's the thing. Why fucking not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's like no one's gonna know if you're right or wrong. Fuck, who cares?
No, but like, you've never seen one, but you're open to the possibility of
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one. I've been in places that I think are haunted.
Tell me about that.
Just older houses, and they just make noise they shouldn't be making. Mm-hmm. Or you just feel everything feels a little thicker.
Yeah.
You know?
Or like it gets really cold and you're like, why did it just get really
Right.
cold? What the fuck was that?
Okay, I've never felt that, but that's terrifying.
Oh, that's happened to me a couple times.
Whoa, no. See,
Yeah.
this is why I don't want to go camping.
Yeah, I don't know. I totally believe in ghosts, but I also think it's an interesting question because the way you answer it tells me a lot about how you like see shit. Like some people are like, nope, there are no ghosts, and some people are like,
sure,
you know.
Yeah, this goes back to I just want both teams to have fun.
What is your most toxic trait?
My most toxic trait?
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I had to think. I don't know. I guess the one that comes to mind when if there's like an argument or something, like I don't like to get elevated. Like I don't raise my voice, and like I can stay really calm. But like there are things that do trigger me, that piss me off. Like not just out in the wild, and I get real mad really quick.
Yeah, I've never
and
seen
then
that.
It goes away.
I've never seen you get mad.
Right, because I don't. It's quick, and it's like little things.
You know what my most toxic trait is? I can't think of what
See,
my most toxic
that's what I didn't want to say. It's like, I don't think I have any. That's toxic.
Yeah, that's really toxic.
Yeah, because
of me.
I'm sure
like,
there's
no,
like 10 or 20, right?
I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a little more toxic than I want it to be, but like, I'm very agreeable. Like, if any one of my friends like, should I do this? Or like, yeah. Or like, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm like, probably not. Like,
Yeah, like when I was offering you coffee, you were like, this is fine. I was like, but is it good? Like, is it what you want? You're like, sure, it's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
I was like, but do you want it? And you're like, it's fine.
I want to say that I'm pretty easygoing. Like I'm pretty like
very easygoing.
I don't need. I think the second I say that I'm low maintenance, 10 people listening to this will be like, that's the most high maintenance motherfucker I've ever met. And I'm like,
I'm so flattered that you think we're gonna have 10 people listening.
Yeah, but I'm like, when you do, 8 of those people are gonna be like, no way.
Yeah.
I would think speaking of toxic, maybe this is gaslighting. I don't know how to gaslight.
That's gaslighting.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, I'm getting better.
Yeah, that's good. Honestly, that's a good bit. Like, I don't mean to gaslight you, but like, I can't even. I'm incapable of gaslighting.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to go to your 2 truths and a lie because I found them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go for it.
Okay. So your 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
I've been to 25 countries.
Yep.
I don't have any reflexes. And I have a piece of furniture previously owned by a member of NSYNC.
Those are my 3.
I'm going to say the lies that you don't have any reflexes.
I've not been to 25 countries.
You don't have any reflexes?
No.
What do you mean?
I actually use this.
Like you don't have any reflexes. Like
No,
if I were
like-
to throw a cup at your face, you wouldn't catch it.
No, like the hammer thing. Like
I don't have that
nerve
either.
ending
I don't have that
reflexes, but my reflexes are delayed because of that. I have nerve damage in my back. I got in a 4-wheeling accident on Christmas Day.
Oh,
My
God.
Florida's showing. It was my junior year of high school. Christmas Day. At the end of the day, we've been riding around all day, and my cousin and I decided that we're going to race back to the truck. And I win, I think. But I hit the front brake instead of the rear brake.
Oh, no.
This is hearsay because I blacked out. I hit the front brake and the 4-wheeler just went front over. And I tried to catch myself and I just went and just like
Oh, my God.
bananaed.
Oh,
And
banana.
broke
I've
my
never
helmet.
heard someone say they banana.
Yeah, I don't know. But
No,
like,
that's like I have a clear image of what you did.
yeah, and the 4-wheeler just took me with it.
Oh,
and
God.
broke the handlebars in half, landed on top of me.
You're lucky you're not paralyzed.
I couldn't feel from my hips down.
Oh, my God.
Up. My dad carries me in the house, and my mom's, what happened?
Wait, they took you to the house? I thought they were going to take you to the emergency room.
Because I had feeling by the time I got home.
You
And
gotta
they
go
were
to the
gonna take me
emergency room,
hospital.
baby. Did you go to the emergency room ever?
No.
What?
I felt fine. I was like sore and in a lot of pain. Yeah, I think we went to the doctor the next day.
Yeah, I guess. But like, I would be worried you'd have like a brain bleed or something.
Yeah, I had no brain damage. I was totally
Luckily,
fine.
but they didn't know that.
Right, true. Well, there might be.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'd be worried that you hit your head. And
We
had
did do an
concussion.
MRI and a CT and all that, all those big tests. And like
thing.
then they did all the hammer things, and I don't have any kind of reflexes. So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
or like they're all delayed now. So,
Wow.
but it's
I'm so glad you're okay. Thank God you were wearing a fucking helmet.
yeah, they sold it. I kind of miss it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get back on the horse if I were you.
I don't know. Here's the thing, is I caught a new bug,
Uh-oh.
and I really want to fucking race cars.
No. Don't do it.
I'm good at it. I can't say I'm good at many things. I went on a bachelor party and I hate Vegas. And I was like, guys, if we go to Vegas, fine. But we will be doing one day where we're not in a casino all day, and we're going to go to a racetrack, and we're going to race cars. And you pick like luxury cars, whatever. And I've always wanted to race like a Lamborghini, as every kid does. And I was like, all right, cool, we can do this.
Wait, I want to do it.
Right. I went nuts because all my friends are like athletes, and they're very good at sports. But I'm not that guy. And I'm like, I think I have them in this. I think I do. I was like, if I'm going to beat them in any sport, undeniably, it'll be this. Because I like driving. Yeah. We raced, and I beat everyone on the track by I want to say 30 seconds.
Wow.
20, 30 seconds.
Damn.
Cooked them. Well, at least my friends.
Yeah. How long is the race?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's
quick.
That sounds really fun. I love driving fast.
Yeah, you're supervised. Someone's in it with you. They have a steering wheel and brakes with like tandem to your setup
that's
for emergencies.
Wow. I was wondering about that. I was like,
yeah.
it sounds like pretty insane liability to just like give a bunch of bachelors a bunch of really speedy cars.
Yeah, I caught that bug, and I just
yeah, that sounds fun as fuck.
I think stunt driving would be so fun.
Oh my god, I want to do it now. I'm like itching to drive a car super fast. How fast did you go? What was your max speed?
I think top was probably like maybe clipped 100 for a second.
Oh wait, I do that on the highway. Like
yeah, but see what you're doing is you're taking turns at 80 miles an hour, and you're just flying through this closed circuit, and you're just ripping through corners and like G-force, and like your head's hitting the side.
I don't know that I want to do that. I just want to go super, super fast.
Been to a couple countries, but the NSYNC thing, yeah.
Wow, what's the NSYNC thing?
My mom just was like, let's go to an estate sale randomly in Florida. Mm-hmm. And it was Joey Fatone's house.
Wow.
So beautiful slide and like on the water, stunning house. And we're walking around just kind of, touring through his home. Like, I've never been to one of these. And there's this crazy couch, this crazy color. It's on cribs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, come to find out, it's on cribs. And my mom was like, well, let's just say we bid on something and we'll take off. She bid on the couch. And no one bid after her because it's like a 15-foot multi-technicolor couch. We left, and then like 2 weeks later, they called my mom, and they were like, "Come get your couch." And she was like, "I don't know who this is." They're like, "Yeah, from the estate sale. You have to come pick it up." They're like, "Are you kidding me?" And yeah, so I have Joey Fatone's couch. I took it to college, and I had it in our house in college. Very small Charleston house. It filled up the whole living room. Awesome. It sleeps 10. Yeah.
Did she get it really cheaply because she was the only one who bid, or did she make a crazy bid?
No, I think she just got it cheaply. Wow. We didn't have anywhere to put it. She didn't bid to say she bid on.
Do you believe in signs from the universe?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of one?
Yeah, I'll show you one sign. Right before a breakup in a foreign country, the airline offered us $4,500 each to not fly that day. Wow. And we both said no.
Wow. That's a huge one.
Should have taken the money.
Wow.
Take the money.
I would definitely take that money. But I guess if you have stuff booked already when you get there.
Yeah, it was non-refundable. Yeah, we were going to lose a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it was flight credit. It wasn't cash.
Oh.
Right.
Oh. I mean, still, do you have an example of a paradigm shift that you've gone through?
What is that?
Okay, yeah, that's like a nerdy philosophy thing. A paradigm shift it's a psychology term. So like your paradigms are like the like lenses through which you see the world. So like you have a paradigm about family because your family was a certain way.
Okay, yeah.
And you have like a paradigm about, I don't know, like politics because you grew up as an American and like because of who your parents are, blah, blah, blah. So like a paradigm shift, like the famous example is there's these two goldfish. There's a green goldfish named Greenie and a goldfish named Goldie. Yeah. And each day, one of each of Goldie's scales turns green and one of Greenie's scales turns gold until eventually Goldie is totally green and vice versa. But it's like
rainbow fish.
So everything you know has changed about it. Yeah. But it's still the same.
Yeah. I think actually, I think when I wasn't sure if I wanted children. I think I'd be a good dad. And then my friends started having kids, and I think I think it's probably like when I saw my best friend's daughter, and I was like, oh, not like, oh, if he can do this, I can do this, but like it was like, oh, I see that, I get it. Yeah, this makes sense now. Yeah, yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I do. It's a big one for sure. A really good one. That's probably the big one. Well, I think that's the main one.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, I think that's probably the one. Yeah.
This is something I've heard so many podcast hosts say, and it always felt really cheesy, but it's really true.
Say it.
I've taken up way too much of your time. And
How long have you been waiting to say that?
not actually at all. Like I
No, I mean,
literally
like
was
days. Like you just wanted to say that.
No, I actually didn't want to say it. I didn't think I was going to say it, but I really feel it. I'm like, damn, I'm taking up a lot of your time. We've been talking for like 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to edit it down to be like, who knows? But
damn,
we've been chatting for a long time. So I really do feel like I've taken up a lot of your time. Thank you so much.
That's great. I didn't even know it was 3 hours.
And I'm so glad you stopped by Haddle's house.
I'll be back for sure.
Hell yeah.
This is great. We were talking about this on break, and it's like you gotta just get a mic. You gotta get a couple of mics, a couple of headphones, and turn off the TV, and your house becomes a completely different space.
Totally.
Everyone is like, everyone fucking needs another podcast. I'm like, yeah, but even still, like, even if no one listens to it, like, you learn a lot about people.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is definitely the setup for sure.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
Thank you so much for stopping
Thank
by.
you for having me. This has been great. I've learned a lot.
I've learned a lot.
We did it.
We did it.
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap on Haddle's house.
Episode 1.